In this video, we are going to take a look at end behavior, and we're going to start by kind of defining it, and it's not going to make sense to you until we look at some examples, but let's just kind of start with a little bit of a definition. So if we are looking at a graph, when we talk about end behavior, we are talking about what's happening at the ends, so the far left and the far right. If I'm talking about the far left, I am talking about my x values approaching negative infinity. My x is going further and further to the left. The way we write that is as x approaches infinity. Now, end behavior means what is happening to y. Y is going to do one of a couple of things. It's going to approach infinity. It's going to go up. It's going to approach negative infinity, which means it's going to go down. Or it may approach a constant number. So those are the different things that can happen. We're going to look today at examples where it is approaching infinity, going up, or approaching negative infinity, going down. So our right end behavior is as I am going further and further to the right. So if I'm going further to the right, that means x is approaching infinity. So that's new notation for you. Oh my goodness, I made a little error right here. Let's fix this. My left end behavior is x approaching negative infinity. Make sure you correct that. Negative infinity right there. That's negative infinity on the left because I'm going more and more to the left. Sorry about that, little typo. But in both cases, I'm looking at what is happening to y. Now for these examples, we are going to graph them using Desmos. And the reason we're going to graph them using Desmos is because even though you have learned how to graph y equals x minus 1 squared, we haven't reviewed it yet, so I don't want to take the time to do that. So we're going to go right into Desmos, and we're going to graph it here. And notice this is x minus 1 squared. Hopefully nobody's surprised. It's a parabola. Move to the right one. Notice that even as I zoom, my left and right side is going up, up. So no matter how far out I zoom, on my left side here, I'm going up. And on my I'm going up. Now here's how we write that using our end behavior notation. First of all, I'm going to draw a quick little sketch, and I mean a sketch. We're not being perfect here. General shape and position. So this part over here is my, I was trying to do my highlighter, but it doesn't want to let me. That's okay. This part over here is my left side. My board is being slow. And that side is where x approaches negative infinity. My board's going to catch up to me here in a second. Okay, my board caught up to me. So this side here is my left side. Notice that arrow is going up. This side here is my right side, and that arrow is also going up. Now the way we write this on the right side is as x approaches negative infinity. Maybe. There we go. And as x approaches negative infinity, y is approaching infinity. That's how we say up. So on the left, it's going up. So this says on the left, it's going up. Now, as x approaches positive infinity, that's this side here, so that's the right side, y approaches infinity. It's going up. Okay. Let's look at another example. Pause if you need to. So example 2, we are doing f of x equals x cubed plus 2x plus 2. This one you would not know how to graph at this point. You've not learned that so far. I get to teach you that this year. But we're going to use Desmos right now. So here is that graph. And again, no matter how far out I zoom, on the left it's going down, and on the right it's going up. So when I'm doing my end behavior, on the left it's going to be down, and on the right it's going to be up. So let's go back to our notes and let's do a quick sketch, and we're going to do a quick sketch. We're not worried about this being perfect, but we do want to be able to read it. Okay. So on the left, which is this part here, my pen's going to catch up with me. As x approaches infinity, negative infinity, which is my left-hand side. I'm waiting on my board to catch up with me again. I guess I'm going too fast today. Okay, it caught up again. So as x approaches negative infinity, which is this left-hand side here, right here, y is pointing down. So y is also down, arrow down. Okay. As x approaches positive infinity, which is this side, as x gets bigger and bigger, so as x approaches positive infinity, which is our right-hand side, our y arrow is pointing up, so y approaches infinity, which is how we say up. And that is end behavior. That is how we look at end behavior. Again, for today, we are using Desmos to graph it, and then we are just listing our end behavior. What I would like for you to do now, and this is the try these, you're going to take these functions that are in this table, you're going to graph using Desmos, then you're going to determine the end behavior. You do not have to draw a sketch of the graph. You can if you want to, but you do not have to. So you're going to copy and complete. We have 4 functions, x squared, negative x squared, x cubed, negative x cubed. And the part that you are filling in is right here. So for each of these, you're basically going to put in, not basically, you are exactly going to put in either infinity if it is going up, or negative infinity if it is going down. So your left end behavior is as x approaches negative infinity. That's why these are all negative. Your right end behavior is as x approaches infinity. So what is happening on the left and what is happening on the right. So you're going to copy and complete this. You're going to take a picture of all of your notes, including this table, and you are going to submit it to the task.